automatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. Joke with my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger.
To throw, here's Ward. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. But officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles.
Again, it's Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Well, this is going to depend on the spot. It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Ward. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
They go play action with Ward. That's to a man who's used to catching passes in the green and gold, Devontae Adams. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run over center with Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Another run with Mitchell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing is Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Cougar 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Going for it, here's Ward. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. T.J. Hawkinson from 3 yards out. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And Xavier Worthy, 70 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Ward. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
2nd and 10.
18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
To throw is Ward. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Ward. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
52. Cougar 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seventh play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go street.
Operating from the gun. Ward. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
From his own end zone, it's Ward. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
65 catch, 65. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Let's go now. Ready.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
18, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
About
Ready?
set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go. 8, 70, 7, Alert! Alert!
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 back, Cougar 19. Warriors 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Viking 18. 18, right in.
Out of the gun, Ward. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
70 Lions.
From the gun, here's Ward.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Packers 60, Packers 60. Go.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
60 Bison.
Back to throw. Ward.
That is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
60 Eagles. Trap 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Got it. Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Come on. Set.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Play fake, Ward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
60
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19, 18, Cup 19. Ready?
Ward from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me that.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. To throw, here's Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are in the field?
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew. From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They got 29 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Here we go.
One play action. Fields. Flush to his right. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here we go.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll get it down this time to 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. And he will take it on in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
To throw is Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Ward. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mark Andrews, 57 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Fields now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go, son. 19 windy, here we go. Tonight.
Throwing again is Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Chiefs 13, Steelers 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal.
A give here to Mitchell.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Ready.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready. Tap the 60. Ready.
Here's Ward. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat.
From the gun, Ward. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
Ward.
Flushed out right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Throwing now, Ward. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 3rd down and 13.
19 Lions.
Now Ward. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal. Here we go. At the 2-yard line.
Cook diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The Chiefs.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Chiefs 19.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Ward. He'll let this go for Adams.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Cam Ward
Taking it in from the 20.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
27-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Fields.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Lynch up the middle. And he stopped immediately there.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready, 19-18.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ready. Tap to 60. Tap to 60. Ready, what?
Here's Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Mitchell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more with Mitchell.
And this time he is in.
Touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite
make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just let's just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The slot man in motion right. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Cook again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Back to throw, Fields. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Hopkins, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's first down. Now Fields.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. All eyes on Fields.
Throw's going to be incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's second and 10.
Here we go, son. Come on. EQ! Hey, we're gonna do. Right.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
11.
Here's Fields.
And he's got this down to the 35.
But this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the ball. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate.